Hey guys, I'm going to make peanut butter in the Deluxe cooking blender. So let me tell you about this again. It's stainless steel on the bottom inside. This is glass and there is a heating element in here for if you're going to cook in it. We're going to use the grind setting, so we're not going to cook in it. But the friction from the blades will get a little warm. So when the final result will be a little bit runny at first, which is great for pouring it out of the container. So anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to use the jar opener. We have a lid opener. It is wonderful. So it has screws in it, and my husband has it screwed under the cabinet so that I can just push my jar in and turn. So I just want to show you how this works. So it has teeth in it. You would just, slide your jar in it and you just twist, and it will twist the lid off. But it fits many size jars. You can even do nail polish jars with this. So you just put it in a little tiny lid and it will, I don't want to upside down dump that, but yeah. So anyway, different size jars. This is a wonderful thing to have. You can keep it in your drawer and just use it by hand, or screw it under your cabinets like I like to do. So let's get started. We are going to take, the recipe in the book calls for 3 cups. I don't really measure because it's the only ingredient. You can add salt if you want. This is already salted, so I'm not going to add any salt. So I'm just going to pour it in here. Now we're going to use the grind setting for this. The grind setting will do nut butters, wheat berries for flour and pancakes. You can put cinnamon sticks in it or sugars to make like a powder. You can even make your chickpea hummus in this. So we're going to put the lid on. And we're going to use the tamper for this. So it beeps to let you know the lid is on properly. It says lid if it's off. So we can take this off because we're going to use the lid for this. I'm sorry, the pusher for this. And we're going to turn it to the grind setting. So you're only going to have to use this to push it off the sides for the first, maybe 45 seconds. If it starts to slow down, it's because it doesn't want to heat up. So I can see it start to, if it starts to get stuck in the sides, you just push it back down in. And it should start, once it starts to turn really good, you can stop doing this. Really loud, sorry about that. I mean, it is a blender, so yeah, it's loud. Just gonna let it go. It seems to be doing okay. There's a little bit stuck on the side there. You don't do it quite as long if you want it chunky, or you can, do it really long for creamy. I'm gonna take this out. The timer will run down. When it's done, it will stop. About 48 seconds left. I wanted to do this live so you can see how long it takes. The friction of the blade is actually heating it up a little bit. Now, I did use dry roasted peanuts. I did not have regular peanuts. I stopped at Grocery Outlet when I was over at Harbor Freight. It's not where I usually shop, but they only had one kind of peanut. So that's what I got, was a dry roasted. I just wanted to get it so I could show you this. So now it is done. And I will show you. Oh, real quick. If you live at high altitudes, they sell this it comes with this little thing that you put on top, and it actually has a rubber seal, so it'll seal in case there's overflow. They say not to use it if you're overfilling this for smoothies and stuff, but I mean, it can't hurt to put it on. It just has like a little slit of a hole for it to bubble up into, so it doesn't overflow like some of them would. But just to show you what this looks like, it is super creamy. So you can just pour this into your jar, and Pampered Chef sells like a nice little spurtle that fits in here pretty good. I don't have that yet. I have these old spurtles, but anyways, that is the peanut butter. You can wash this out on the wash setting, but this peanut butter is wholesome. You can give it to your pets because you know it doesn't have xylitol in it. You can make almond butters, all kinds of nut butters, and of course, if you're a prepper, it will grind your wheat berries for you into pancake flour, or flour in general. And yep, that's about it. I just wanted to show you that quick, and I'm gonna have some peanut butter toast. So I have this on the heated wash setting now. You can hear my dog in the background licking up some peanut butter because I gave him some. He approves. It's heating up right now, and then it will blend, heat, and it will clean the blender. I did do a slight rinse on it because peanut butter is really sticky, and I highly recommend that you get the spurtle. I don't know what Pampered Chef calls it, but it is for getting in the blender and getting stuff out. It has like a flat bottom, and it just fits in so much better than my spurtle. I have some cheapy spurtles that I had gotten years ago, and I use them in jars and stuff, but I'm going to get the Pampered Chef one because it would fit this a lot better. So it got up to 140 degrees, and it's counting down, and it's cleaning itself. I do recommend you get the spurtle, whatever Pampered Chef calls it, that goes with the Deluxe cooking blender, because the bottom of it is flat and it like fits in there perfectly. So I'm definitely going to have to put that in on my next order. Later on, I'm going to make the carrot ginger soup. This is in one of our older Season's Best recipe books. This is Fall Winter 2020. This has been around for years. This Deluxe cooking blender. It's so popular. But these are $2 to add on to your orders. I recommend every season getting the newest one because there's so many great recipes in it and ideas and things to do. So I just wanted to show you that also, and let you see it cleaning itself. So you all have a great day, and I'll be back to cook the carrot ginger soup later on. One final thing is that it does come with the cooking guide, which also has recipes in it. So like the smoothie recipes, it tells you all about the smoothie setting, the smoothie recipes, the grind setting, some grind recipes, the soup setting, some soup recipes, the heated puree setting, and sauce setting, and then the jam setting. We're going to make jam and jelly in this, and the custom blend setting then also, so you can do your own custom blends. So when you take this off after it washes itself, it is super hot. So the glass does get hot. It has a little thing to help you get it off here. I don't mind touching the top, but this does get hot. So just be careful. And if you're gonna, when you rinse it out, just rinse it out with hot water. It is tempered. I don't believe it would break if you put cold in, but I never tried to do anything like that with glass. Hot and cold are just never good. Some of the consultants just run it twice on the clean setting, the heated wash setting, because they don't want to swish it out. I swished it out because it was, you know, peanut butter is really greasy and peanut buttery. So I just swished out the top, but the blades were all gunky still. And I let the machine do all the work down there because I didn't even want to get down there with the sponge. But I wiped out the top a little with the sponge before I ran the heated wash. Again, some of the consultants don't want to do that, so they'll run the heated wash twice. And I would recommend keeping your peanut butter in the refrigerator. When your knife goes into your peanut butter and onto your bread and back into your peanut butter, you're creating bacteria in your peanut butter. Mrs. Reich, my 10th grade home ec teacher, actually told us you should always keep peanut butter, all peanut butters, in the refrigerator after you open it because it will spread bacteria. So I just thought I'd add that in. You can do what you want, but I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator. Homemade peanut butter tends to be lighter in color than commercial peanut butters because it does not contain hydrogenated oils, sugars, and other additives, and it's fresher. As it sits out on the shelf longer, it would start to darken. So if it's a light color, that's a good sign. Just an example, here is the natural Jif creamy peanut butter. The ingredient list is sugar, palm oil, look that up. Palm oil is terrible for your health, and it contains molasses, which will also darken it. So that is why it is darker than your homemade peanut butter.